Hello, everybody. Welcome to the story. We're playing Merry Crisis demo today. Hopefully, everybody has been enjoying their holidays. And yeah, for the everybody, both Malaysians around the world, Muslims who are celebrating Eid Mubarak, also or Hari Rayas. Yes, Selamat Hari Raya and Happy Eid Mubarak. We are today playing Merry Crisis now. By Monsoon Games. The developer, I think her name is Eileen. Eileen, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, I'm terribly sorry. But yeah, Eileen contacted me. I did play the demo before, but now this is the updated demo, so we'll see how it goes. Let me just close that Discord thing. There you go. Now, yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see more seeds. I think the last time we played this, I think we went with, I think her name is Chin. I think maybe I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's been a while, so let's see what we can do about it. Let's see what's the preferences here. It's text, after choices, transition. Okay, then we can start, I guess. Alright, let's jump right into it. Place that character is Amai. Flashback says your character was born a fungi. Okay. Oh, okay. There are three romantic characters in the game. All of them are gender selectable. Or random selection. Ooh, that is interesting. I mean, be an interesting thing. Okay, I mean, pick for each character. Oh, it's like a pick. Not bad. I don't know. Let's put. Okay. Content warning display this game will explore themes of racial prejudice, homophobia, family conflict, transphobia, and depending on player characters, identities, and choices. Display just in case, Prologue the Arrival. So we played this Arrival before. I remember this one. 22 December. You sprint down the street. There had been an early sprinkling of snow 2 days ago, and the streets are still slippery with patches of black ice. It's absolute madness to be running full tilt the way you are, but nobody bats an eye. You lived here long enough to know what New York City is for people who are late to something or another. In your case, the flight to Singapore is in less than 4 hours, and you still need to grab your stuff from the apartment. Slow down enough to avoid falling flat on my face. You figure that even though it's okay, you definitely won't make it for Christmas dinner. Your mother's already mad enough that you're visiting for only a week, so you don't want to know how she react if you don't come home at all. Your yard from your apartment building where two very familiar hairy things burst out of the front door and charge towards you. They leap straight at you, yapping noisily, knocking you off balance. Take a step back, right in the patch of ice. Flew frantically in the blind hope of catching a nearby railing. Oh, okay. Did we have visuals for this last time? I can't remember. I don't think we did. What if someone catches you out before you face plant to the sidewalk? It's Nat, your housemate. Nat! So sorry, Kyo and Liz dash out before I can clip their leashes on. Liz wags her tail and beeps at you while Kyo gives you a smug smile, completely unrepentant despite their role in your near-death experience. I'm never too busy to give the good pat. You technically have no time to spare, but you've never been able to resist this, so you toss the toy bone for Liz and give Kyo a pat. Liz scampers off happily in search of the bone, and Kyo gives you an imperious bark of satisfaction. Now, Nat watches you, gaze lingering, expression hovering somewhere between fawn and sand is something you still don't have a name for. Even now, our voice carries a warmth to spend the past few weeks trying to get. 4 weeks ago. Breakup has been amicable, mature, but simply moving in the opposite directions, or so Nat had put it anyway. Standing to catch up, you shared apart, but reeling from all that had been said and left unsaid. The radio hisses unevenly in the corner, working overtime to fill the silence. A half-drunk mug of tea sits between you, long since gone cold. You sense that Nat had been happy for a while now, but you hadn't realized that he had gone bad, breakup bad. Are you happy with me? I'm not. We're just too busy and distracted. I don't know. This is only again, like I said, Suddenly does an X. I don't know how to. I got no history of this one. Truth is, you've been so busy with your own career that you stop paying attention to what was happening between you and Nat. Perhaps in some ways, you will feel refuse to see the warning signs because you thought your relationship was now too good to fail. Last 4 years with Nat has been some of the best years of your life. Stupid, naively, you had genuinely expected those good times to last forever. Nat reaches over and takes your hand in her smooth and warm and big knuckled. It's a gesture that's so familiar it makes your heart ache. Love you, but we can't keep going on like this. Something sharp and desperate claws at your throat. Sadly, I know a dead end when I see one. As much as you wish things had worked out between you, you live long enough to know that sometimes things just don't go the way you want them to. You know a dead end when you see one. Two of you stare at each other from across the table. Silence stretches between you. A part of you wants to cling on, but was there anything left to save? Week passes. 3 December. Still living with Nat at the same time in the apartment. You've already packed your things in neatly labeled lock boxes and you've been scouring websites for apartments by New York City rated sky high. As a late 20-something-year-old without much savings to your name, there just aren't many options. Unlike my Bolines, my phones prove a lot harder to pack up and store anyway. Do we acknowledge it or try my best to move on, you know? Pack your feelings away, seal it up along with the rest of it belong. The 6 boxes contain half of the life you once shared. You mind yourself, this is for the best, this is what Nat wanted. Car honks loudly. Sound of traffic transport you back to the cold street. A breath of fog in December air. It's beginning to snow properly now. Tiny snowflakes settle in Nat's hand on the shoulders of a jacket. Hey, meow, welcome. We're going to the street. Thank you for the hydrate. Reflexively, I lean in to brush them off. Before you realize what you're doing, you reach out to gently brush the snow from Nat's hair, tucking a stray strand behind her ear. You hear a soft intake of breath when your fingers caress her ear, dark blinks, cheeks coloring slightly in surprise. Oh, hello, selamat raya. How's your raya been? Pull your hand back, wondering if you cross the line. But Nat's gaze is warm. It makes you wonder if she, too, is thinking of all the winter holidays she spent together making snow angels and sipping hot chocolate by a window. For a moment, you can just about pretend you're 23 again, college senior, still in love and full of hope for the future. The space between you seems to crackle, but the silence is thickly of hard-packed ice. It's Nat who breaks the silence. On days of flight leave, 3.5 hours, with a change of expression worthy of an Edith Sickle, all the color bleeds out of Nat's face. Shit, need a lift? At your hesitation, Nat waves a hand. It's no problem. What's the point of a holiday if we can't use it to save a Nat falters a little at this, but soldiers on. A husband in time of a crisis. There's a hesitation when Nat said husband makes your heart constrict. How can I repay you? Do you want my firstborn child? Thank you. Pull Nat in a hug. Nat lets a small sound surprise circular relaxes the arm. You breathe deeply, inhaling the familiar scent of Nat. For a moment, you can almost pretend that nothing has changed between you. Thought brings a warm sting to your eyes. You step back, blinking quickly. Thanks, Nat. I really appreciate it. Nat's gentle expression is gentle, but you catch a flicker or something you can't quite decipher. Ooh. En route to GFK. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Okay, there we go. This due to check the stream what is okay. And that's one of the few New Yorkers, you know, who owns a set of wheels. Spent countless weekends exploring the small towns along the Hudson River, hiking in nearby Catskills, going on road trips. You driving through a blizzard to Quebec, singing terrible pop songs at the top of your lungs when you realize how in love you met Nat you were. At the next stop sign, Nat turns to glance at you. All this here when your family asks you what you're still doing in New York. Expect to return to school after college, but you started dating Nat in senior year, so you found a way to stay a little longer. 1 year later, next, and before you know it, you spent nearly 3 years in New York after graduating. You know, in Singapore, sometimes I wonder what I'm still doing here. At this point, you've been in New York for 7 years. You have a small circle of friends as for a spot things you hate about the city and things you defend up to the ends of the earth. Some days there's a bone deep ache that niggles at you when you think about returning home. Nat had never pushed you to settle in New York, but you know he had to put a strain on your relationship, not knowing if you'd one day want to move back to Singapore. Now, if you do one day the breakup had always been inevitable. Without that, you're not sure there's anything left in the city for you. There are a long exhale, look out the window on your side of the car. Maybe I would like to return home someday. I said for a long time, the pain in your eyes unmistakable. There's a brief silence. I don't know if the city will feel the same without you. Traffic light turns green again finally, and that starts the car up again. Ned slides in to the spot at the airport drop-off area. See you when you get back? Can't help but think about all the times Ned had driven you to the airport, kissed you goodbye, and told you how much you wish you were gone. How many things you had done together without knowing it the last time. Ned reaches across the center console and takes her hand. Your heart leaps out to your throat. Something soft and unguarded in the gaze that makes you want to lean in. Well, let's see if you want to stay exes, you gotta stay exes, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so volume should be okay. You squeeze your eyes shut and force yourself to take a deep breath before turning back to Nat. Merry Christmas, Nat. Shut the car behind her, heart thudding in your chest. You've been a whisker away from a bad decision. Journal updated. Nat calls it, we're on a road, all the pros are on the front to catch up with us. Okay, interesting. One very long flight later. 34th December. You wheel your luggage to the lift of your public housing block. Doors are about to clang shut when someone dashes towards you at full speed. Calmly press the door open. With a commendable pleasure under pressure, you reach out and press the door open button. But there's always a man of their own. The lift does continue to close, but the person continues to rush forward. No! The lift doors clang shut around the boot. A second later, the doors jerk back open and the person strolls in, grinning at you. Thanks! Didn't want to wait for the next lift. Shrug a jerk chin at the buttons. For you, anything. That's a very you said. Floor? Who smiles at you? Dark eyes dancing with amusement. She reaches out to press the button for the 11th floor, the one you live on. You put two and two together. This is Shay, your neighbor's new tenant, the one your mother complains about in every phone call. The company she brings home, her late night jamming session with the bandmates, the muddy mountain bike tracks leaves the corridor. Study the woman in greater detail as the lift starts trundling upward. She's wearing red black jeans and a sleeveless red tee, which shows a strong shoulders, defined muscles, and tan sun-kissed skin. Jesus. There's a guitar case slung over her shoulder. When you turn your gaze to the woman's eyes, you realize you've been caught staring. She winks at you. Like what you see. Her voice is low and playfully flirtatious, and you can definitely see why your mother disapproves. Do you happen to... Okay. Shay's eyebrow lifts surprise and realization dawns. Right, your mother talks about you all the time. Place of I left home, no doubt. Shay's smile broadens, among other things. Conversation interrupted by a loud ding as the lift arrives on your floor. You step on the lift into the corridor after Shay. Spend countless afternoons kicking a ball and back and forth along this very corridor with your brother. You catalog the changes since the last time you were back home for a little year. It's been more than 8 months since then, much to your mother's disapproval. For one, there's a new row of thriving plants extending from your family unit to the one next door. She smiles at you and gestures down the corridor. Want to be introduced to the fam? You blink. A split second later, you realize that she's referring to the plants. Sure, why not? She introduces each plant to you in loving detail. The finicky orchid, the indestructible ZZ plant, and the drama queen fiddle leaf fig. Finally, Shay waves at your family sad bougainvillea that has been laying again for years. Maybe we can give this parcel some TLC while you're here. I'm only here for a week. Oh. Shay's face falls slightly, but she quickly recovers. Go make it count. See you around, neighbor. Continue on your way down the corridor unit. I'm home. Mother rushes out of the kitchen to smack you in Ow! What? Why? Should have come back a week earlier, or stayed a week longer, or 1 week. Pathetic. Not enough time to binge watch a K-drama. A second later, she pulls you in a brief hug. She's never been a particularly physically affectionate person, but she does hug you each time you come back home to visit. And to embrace in your arms. She feels smaller, thinner than you remember. Your dad comes running out of his room at the commotion. He, on the other hand, has grown a belly. There you are. You should have let us pick you up from the airport. No need to waste money on taxi. Give us a smile at the hand, the containers on table, beaming proudly. I tap out your favorite stall at Rachel Market. Your mother knows frowns accusatorily at you, taking in ravenous expression. Sometimes I think you come back for the food more than for us, Lamau. Your dad shrugs. I'm happy as long as something works as bait. Where's Dee? He's hanging out with a friend again. Again on Christmas Eve. She makes apostrophe marks with her fingers at the word friend and shares a meaningful glance with your father. Take this with a pinch of salt. Your mother has a habit of simply assuming things that she'd like to believe. And yet, she's done the opposite with Nat, continuing to refer to her as a flatmate months after you told her about a relationship. Slight racial prejudice and homophobia. You suppose it was easier than confronting the fact that you were dating a black American instead of Chinese Singaporean. When you sink it further with the stars, the front door swings open violently. Your younger brother tosses his socks and a bag by the gate and sashays in the house. Hello, something smells amazing. Can I have some? Your mother rolls her eyes and mutters something about bottled stomach but waves everyone over to the dining room. Bro, Smokey thoughts that you were dead. I'm not glad that you betrayed, but your mother only laughs. Your mother's eyes light up with hope. So it's true? I can neither confirm nor deny. Your mother plonks down in the seat next to you. Every time I see you, you look older than I remember. That's exactly how aging works, genius. Sucks to be you. Because I'm not one getting dumber every year. Two of you grin at each other, but you never admit it out loud. But it's good to see him. For the first couple of minutes, there's only the sound of utensils scraping as all four of you practically inhale the food. Surely the best thing you've tasted in weeks, maybe months. As the defeating crazy has died down, conversation resumes. So, how you been? Tell my family about my life in New York. Tell them about your job, a new hole in the wall Chinese restaurant you discovered, and the latest dating disaster that has befallen Kenny, the son of a family friend. So much as though you never left. Once you warmed up later, you started talking about more yourself and how you've been. You talk about the record deal that you got and how they give you the green line on your draft album, which is not still on track for release in spring next year. Parents had never been too keen on making music for a living, but at this, your mother slips you a small smile. Father has been karaokeing your YouTube channel. It's good, very catchy. Your brother smokes. Sings so loud and the neighbors know it now. Eventually the conversation turns to Nat, and even though you intended to tell them about the breakup, you can't bring yourself in the end. Son, the food has been polished off. After lunch. You want to catch up with your mother, help her clear up. Your mother had never expected you really to help with cooking or cleaning after meals the same way she doesn't expect your brother or father to. But you always enjoyed being in the kitchen now to join her. Kitchen really some of the few quite intimate places that you shared, a sanctum of sorts. She's always been comfortable talking to you about difficult topics such as cooking fumes and sound sizzling oil. Today, standing side by side at the sink, you can't help but feel a bit of that old closeness. You know, your father. She stops abruptly and waves her hand and you dismissively changing tracks. Well, what? Not getting any younger. She's been saying this for years at a time to guilt trip you into returning home, but this time her tone makes you think there might be more to it than she's letting on. Just as about to ask her what she means, she sticks her head and takes away. Mother walks up to tie up the garbage into a plastic bag. She turns her expression has softened to a smile. It's good to have you back. Just wish you stayed longer. You blink. It's classic wave of her. Something almost tender bundled up with a jab, in order to distract you from what she's been about to say earlier. Was it? Mother shakes her head as stubborn as you are. Yeah, nothing. Just tell your father not to eat so much olive fruit if I could, okay? You know, I'm about to follow up with another question, but your mother clams so much shut. It's classic that is all she will say on the matter. Right as you head out of the kitchen, throw out the trash, your mom asks attentively, so how are things with you and Nat? I'm not sure whether we touch or horrified that she's finally recognizing your relationship with Nat. That's finally over. You never liked, we broke up. You never really been the type to go into details about your love life with family, but you do mention that from time to time. She features in your phone calls. You spills out you before you can stop yourself. We broke up. Oh no, how come? Sigh, wondering how to summarize all the subtle ties that had, little by little, carried you in both different directions. Guess in the end, it just felt like we didn't really belong in each other's world. Embrace herself, waiting for something about she told you to date a Chinese Singapore, but she doesn't. In fact, she doesn't. Sorry for you, even though her tone is gruff. Wait, hold on, let me just get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright. In fact, she doesn't look sorry for you, even though her tone is gruff. But interest. There's still such a thing as different worlds, man. You tried a long band that struck, honestly, you're surprised at how your mother's actually trying to talk to you. That's new. Two of you stayed wordlessly in the kitchen for a while until finally you grab a trash bag and head out. Just as you're running, the corner, the shattered rubbish chute, you bump into Shay. Oh, bump into Shay. Bump into Shay. Hey. She's probably one of her plants and currently humming a little tune as she walks. She pauses and looks up as you walk past. Brian's gives you an enthusiastic wave, nearly flinging a couple of clods of mud at you to process. Chauche, you draw a little closer. You sing into your plants. Are you carefully setting? After carefully setting the plant in the new pot, she straightens and smiles at you. Or to you, if you like. Surprised, she actually begins to sing the chorus of the song she's been humming, her voice up-timbered and rough-hewn. I never really thought about what's up-timbered voice. It's rough-hewn, anyways. You roll your eyes, but can't help smiling. Alright. Save it for the fiddle leafing. When you ask you for the number. Look, but yeah, just like that. Dinner date first. Sure, but you piss me off. I'll pass your number to Paul. She'll just get right at you. Nah, really not. It's an American number anyway. Hey, let's have the throw you off. Huh, thought your ball was bad enough, but I see even after all the ruthlessness. Look at my bad side. After you keyed in your number, shy it's playing Christmas gig tomorrow. Want to come? Just met 5 minutes ago. You want to spend Christmas with you? She winks at you. Damn. Great music drinks on me after. What better way to spend Christmas? Anyways, no pressure. I sent you these to get side later. You nod, but like you always head back. As you can already hear your mother in your head grumbling about bad influences will drag you out to wild late night parties instead of spending time with family on Christmas. Junior college, equivalent of high school, grade 11 and 12. After dinner that night, you get a call from Junie, your best friend from junior college. Back in Singapore, finally! Instead a picture of you on my phone wherever concerned, so I don't forget what you look like. You laugh, you've been friends for years, so you just know how dramatic it can be. That's creepy. Also, I just really video called you a month ago. Still, you got plenty of updated job, but eventually the conversation loops around to the class reunion scheduled for the day after Christmas. By the way, Chiu confirmed that she's coming to dinner. Oh, Chiu, there you go. Your heart twisted, nearly indicates that I see you. It feels as though you met each other a lifetime ago now. 10 years ago. You had a party with Junie and a boyfriend Tech. At some point, the rowdy drinking games and chit-chat, you wander about to the pool road for a bit of breather. Get a couple of seconds of blissful solitude before someone else slips out the back door and joins you. It's you. You've seen her around in school, and you see the name on every single dean's list since the dawn of time. You know she's got a reputation for being aloof, but you never really spoken until today. Needed some peace and quiet? You laugh and raise an eyebrow at her pointedly. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna get it now. Conversations are small. School, meet your friends, favorite bands, and somehow the moment treats you both along with it. She listens more than she talks, and her attention feels all encapsulating. Time passes in a hazy blur, thick and vicious. You keep talking longer than you plan to. People occasionally come in and out of the back door, but you barely even notice, for who knows how long nothing pictures a bubble that forms around the two of you. Eventually, though, the party begins to empty out and few remaining people come streaming out of the house. Suddenly, there's a loud whoop, and the host dives headlong into the pool with a massive splash. A second later, everyone hoots and plunges in after him one by one, cackling and cheering erupts around you. Alright, wow, okay, that expression thing tells me there's trouble. Alright, it seems the man is starting. I'm hitting on you. Do I? Let's go. With yourself as a facility, you hear his shoes soaking wet and glaring. A grin tugs at the corners of your mouth. Chew six air, pinning you with a molten glaze. A second later, to your surprise, she gets a laugh too. Chew rings the water from her clothes, then tucks her wet hair behind her ears. Okay, I'm definitely leaving now. Follow her after saying bye to her wrist and told you walk out of the house together. Small shiver passes through you, and you're not sure it's because of the gentle breeze on wet skin. You linger at the front gate. There are no stars, nothing you see anyway, but the sparkle in Chew's eyes is close enough. Since neither of you want to say goodbye just yet, motion is so quick you're not sure that you imagine it, but you can just about swear you see Chew's eyes dip down to your lips. Press her guns. God damn, okay. Take a deep breath, let the moment pass. Or do I be aggressive and take the neighbor's walls, or you know? Yeah. I like to be a little more polite than this. Although that is a bit awkward to ask, actually, to be honest. But she does, cute chooses this view. Not thinking it'll head to another tonight, but you certainly had expected to lead to this. Kisses bruising, chews, hands come out to grip your hips, and the world swirls all around you. She She pulls away, she's breathing hard, eyes still dark with desire. You boy. Weeks pass. After that, the two of you go back to your separate parallel lives. Occasionally you bump into each other. Oh, this is new. I never seen this in the last demo. You bump into each other in the hallways between classes, but that kiss slowly fades into memory. That is until you finally your college as fate will have a chief transferred to your class and gets assigned a seat next to you. That's an inescapable intimacy to sitting shoulder for hours every day, watching you take notes in a soberly neat handwriting. As the days go by, the two of you begin spending more and more time with each other after class. I mean, I like to be friendly, but I wouldn't. I don't know, because this is like very vague. You know, there's many things can happen between this, like, between, you know, occasionally flirting and, you know, not like outright. I don't know. Just keeping the feelings to them. I don't know. I don't know. This is definitely not an option. Okay. I mean, we kind of did the thing, you know, the thing. So why not? Why not? You don't have a name for it, but every time we highs meet you across the road, just sharp talk into your gut. Find everybody to tease you to make a laugh. Whenever she smiles or blushes, you feel a heart flutter just a little. Classmates begin to notice and become a running joke in your class. When you ask this too much, you should prefer to let you after a log, she flushes right down to her neck. Okay, let me just answer a call real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. He asks if it's too much, you prefer if you left her alone. She flushes right down to your neck. No, it's fine. For the moment, you start thinking, hoping that maybe, just maybe, she feels the same way about you. One afternoon, after cheering on your school, even football match, you're on your way home and you realize you left your wallet behind. Because you turn back, the storm hits. By the time you locate your wallet face down the pole at the edge of the field, you're also through. As you better pick up the wallet up, sure they comes up for you. It's you, trying to valiantly hold on to the umbrella over the two of you. Rain is covering you with great horizontal sheets, and the wind is yanking the umbrella around, despite you's best effort to keep it upright. Thanks, man. I'm not sure the umbrella is doing much at this point. Didn't realize you were such a defeatist. Defeatist, get it? Yeah, I'll be here all night. By the time you reach the shelter of the bus stop, you both soaked to the bone and breathing hard for a sprint. She looks down at her drenched clothes, pushes a wet strand of hair out of her face. Suddenly sense a strong correlation between spending time with you and getting drenched. You laugh, acknowledging the throwback the night you met. Bus stop is started, the buses must have gone by, which means they're a long way ahead. The rain's loud now, there's no pressure to talk, but you hold your gaze instead of taking out a phone. As you study you notice that her lips have gone slightly pale, she's shivering slightly. Jesus, you look like the verge of death. I might be. Tonya in the tropical country tomorrow's breaking news. I don't know. I mean, at this point, we're way in too deep, I guess. She blinks and arches her eyes. You see a spark of amusement in her eyes. Are you taking advantage of the situation? You grin, stepping closer. Suddenly your face is only inches from yours. Maybe just a little. A second later, she was leaning in slowly enough for you to pull back if you wanted. I mean, publicly, in the bus stop. I mean, if nobody else was here. Oh no, Singapore, man. Close. The last man, your hands go to grip Chu's hip and the voltage travel runs through her. You almost suddenly is not from the cold. A second later, a wave of water splashes into the bus stop, hitting the back of your legs. You step back, only catch a bus trundle away at the spur of the corner. Oh shit, there goes my bus. Ah, crap, shouldn't have done that. A moment later, your bus pulls up. You give Chu a jaunty wave. Chu splutters. What? Just gonna abandon me after Chu flounders an infinite sentence. Yeah, well, why are we going on the bus? Alright, wait. She looks surprised when you can see it with your buzz on. He's not raising accusing eyebrow at her. Well, that's a typo just now. Yeah, you would have gone on and left me, wouldn't you? She laughs and there's almost a shy look on her face. Two of you chat with each other. Choose usually sharp wind feels warmer somehow. Intimate. A gauge the shade softer than it had been in the pool party. When your buses pull up to the curb again, one after another, you're almost sorry it hadn't taken longer to arrive. This is a Singapore produced game? Yes, it is! I've talked through email with the developer from Monsoon Games. That's the title of the studio. But yeah, it's a Singapore produced game. Exactly. It's a visual novel of sorts, you know, and pretty interesting. I like the creativity. You know, you get a lot of options. You get to choose who you are and who you want to be, I guess. I know that 190 pass. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's just it's definitely around a lot of people you might have known. See you tomorrow. You nods and your heart continues doing loop-the-loops in your chest long after the bus had disappeared around the bend. From there on, there's no turning back. You fall fast and hard for each other. Jesus. See each other every day and spend hours talking on the phone in the middle of the night. Messages exchanged with margins of literature books, a dozen different types. Ways to type I love you on a graphing calculator. I think, have I did that? Normal calculator. I don't know about graphing calculator. I didn't have a graphing calculator. That's pretty expensive. When hindsight, the sweetness of sinking gently into the relationship will always be tainted by the memory of how things had sounded you. Back to the present. Back to reality. Junie clears her throat, reminding you that she's still on the phone. So you covered the class reunion, right? The thought of seeing you again makes my heart twist in complex ways, yes. Yes, we stopped each to look her up on social media to see what she's doing. Not curious, this is. Maybe you wouldn't be feeling this if you still be happily in a relationship with Nat. But now single again, you can't help but just wonder what it would be like to see you after all these years. Would she be dangerous similar to the person you fall in love with as a teenager? Yay! Junie's exclamation nearly blows out your eardrums, forcing the foresight to hold your phone an inch away from her ear. Having extracted your promise to attend Junie hangs out a little while later. You fall asleep that night with your mind still swelling with memories of a life you thought you left behind. December. The rest of Christmas unfolds the way it's hectic, noisy. Your extended family asking you too many questions you don't have answers for. Halfway through dinner, you get a message from Nat, accompanied by a selfie with the dogs and Nat's parents out on a morning stroll. Merry Christmas. Hope you're eating at all the chili crab on my behalf. If you want to call for a bit later, let me know. A heart symbol in the message makes your heart throb, and you try to tell yourself you had been probably an accident. Frequently used emojis and fat thumbs. There's also a message from Say with the address of the show. She's doing it tonight as promised. Yo, heard from your mom that you messaged her too. Boxing, you know, boxing restored. Get this fancy restored with the glass tanks in front. Come tonight, you could totally guest star. She's exactly the same through text as she's in real life. Flirty, irreverent. Man, nobody uses the vocabulary like this game, you know. But that's very interesting though. Yeah, teasing. Text back and forth for a bit before mother glares at you. Reluctantly, you put your phone away until after dinner. Once dinner winds down, you head out to a restaurant with your family. Okay, hold up. I must be coasting that a little too hard actually. So Christmas, dinner. So we got choices. X, Shay. You head out of the restaurant with your families. And Shay's messages waiting for reply. I mean, why not both? I don't know how long the call will take, but I don't know. I feel like calling Ned. He's getting back with your ex. That Shay's fault. Shay. Hey. I don't know. Follow your hotspot, amazing. Yeah, this is the friendship romance. They even have a bar, so which is uh easier to let you know what's your progress, I guess, of your relationships with everybody. Your first love or relationship is complicated. Why is the friendship so low? Mommy, why? Two of you on friendly terms. Yeah, I did a lot of romancing on this part, I guess, on the backstory. Completely friendship. Friendship. Close. Not that close. Same. Obviously. Wow, you did really like Liz, okay? Yes. You might be still in love. Sad, no cats in friendship. I guess so. I guess it's dogs. I mean, it's hard to keep pets in HDB, right? I think it's really difficult. I mean, you can. It's just not that easy, I guess. Follow by heart, huh? I feel like we should call Ned. You decided to give Ned a call tonight. Spur of a moment decision, you head back to the nearby park for some peace and quiet. At Labrador Park. Dev should add community cat in friendship. Maybe. Leaf leafy boardwalk to the mangroves open up the coast. Waves lap gently against the shore. The beach is completely deserted. Sit down and leave bank against the tree. Despite the cool nighttime breeze, the sands still slightly warm lead you. Dev's always felt like a lifeline connecting Singapore to New York. The Twin Islands is a wild spot. Growing up, you spent a lot of time in this park. Your mom after brought you and your brother here after school on lunch break. The three of you would sit by the beach and split a Sapino's pizza that splash around and see together. Coming over that, when she visited Singapore 3 years ago. Past couple of days, I feel like a sun-soaked dream. It's Nat's first time in Singapore, and through her eyes, the city feels fresh and magical. Oh wow, visual. Nat sits down next to the rigging, her bare toes in warm sand. When she abandons the top few buttons of her shirt, you can't help but stare, eyebrow arching. It's very hot. I don't know, it feels like trading with the Yankees. I mean, I could say it's not very hard, but that would be a very interesting dialogue, to be honest, coming from me. Nat grins as she plants her head into the sand next to you and shifts a little closer, nose brushing her ear. Is it working? A little too well. We're a public place. Nat smiles, but anticipatingly steals her breath. Barely, there's no one here. Eyes sparkle, her voice dips an octave, making a heart flutter. You very close to distance, pulling Nat into a kiss. Finally break apart, you're both breathing hard. Let your heart rate settle watching the cargo ships inch across the horizon. There might be another pristine white sand beaches featured in Southeast Asian tourist magazines, but it's yours. You miss this, don't you? You don't answer immediately while it is over. Do you want to move back? Ah, definitely, man. The motherland. That goes quiet. You can see her doing a logistic employee visas, PhD time is the cost of renting a flat to get. Wait, hold up. Right. Okay. I could look for postdoc positions when I graduate. Nat says it's likely, but you know it won't be easy. There's also the option of marriage. But would you ready for that? Still, it's a long way from now, and Nat's only in the second year of a PhD. If you stay and stroll along until you reach the end of the jetty, the sun is just beginning to set, turning the sky into deep pinkish purple. One of your parents' favorite karaoke songs come to mind. Nat slips her hand to yours, listening intently as you sing softly to her, translating each of the Mandarin lines into English. Wow, okay. And accompany until the ocean dry up, it still breaks into pieces. Even when we went back to the very beginning, I still choose you. Nat tests the words out one by one, trying to remember the shape of them on our lips. Green, finding Nat's slightly funky pronunciation possibly endearing. Is the project a foreigner studying in SG or is Nat? We're actually both. We are a Singaporean. Nat I think this flashback is just Nat visiting Singapore for the first time. So yeah, we're during this time when the Protag and Nat were together, I think they live in New York at the time. Nat pauses laughing. The way you're smiling at me means probably saying wrong. Sing the chorus again and Nat repeats the words back to you line by line, stopping only when she's replicated them precisely. Such a perfectionist. Nat gives you a bashful smile and squeezes your hand. Only when it comes to you. From the end of the jetty, you lean against each other and watch the waves surge up the coast, crashing white and foamy against the sand. Nat's still humming to you softly. The sea melding seamlessly in the sky, you dream of endless tomorrows with Nat. In a city where everything feels like the ocean, the ocean feels like a constant. Nat by your side is another. See years go by. They say nothing perfect ever lasts in this world. For a long time, you and Nat had gotten pretty damn close. And yet, despite the lyrics of the song, the ocean had outlasted you and Nat after all. You watch a cargo ship move silently along the ink dark blue shot to your full rigs. Take deep breath, no escape to call. Hi, how was dinner? Tell her everything that's happened since you arrived at home. Past couple of years, Nat's been the person you talk about anything and everything. That hasn't changed, not yet at least. Walked over to Labrador, switched to the camera to share you and Nat. Same stretch of seas, same rocky cliffs, same starlit sky, but things couldn't be more different. Oh, I remember that park. What an afterthought we had. Just trying to see which Nat were here in person, but you settled for Nat's grainy face on the screen. You take a deep breath and force yourself to come right out of it. You really think we're broken in ways that can't be fixed. When Nat speaking as a voice is careful, you wonder what landmines you're trying to avoid. Remember when I asked you the other day if this life with me is something you want 10 years down the road? You didn't say yes. You sigh, pitching at your temples. You don't remember that conversation. The break in her voice just hurts just as much as the look at Nat's face then. But tonight feels different. Tonight you feel the exact shape of what you lost when you let Nat go. I didn't say no either. What if I do want a life with you? I haven't figured out what that looks like yet. Nat's quiet for a moment, staring off something off screen. A second later, she turns back and meets her gaze through the screen. Thought you wanted out, but couldn't bring yourself say it. I didn't want to keep waiting for you to leave one day. Words land like stones hurled to sea. There's no bitterness in Nat's voice or expression, only a kindness that makes it 100 times worse. And it's a very appropriate point. You think back to the conversation you had in the kitchen on Thanksgiving, you replayed it 100 times in your head since then, but this one makes you view it in a different light. Had Nat been trying in a quiet, careful way to release you from a life you didn't want but couldn't bear to walk away from? 6th November. You're meeting with a record label existing tomorrow, you're still short of one song. You hum a bar of the chorus and look back. We're a musician again. Look back at the sheet music spread across the kitchen table, praying fervently for inspiration. Write about fairy tales with sad endings. Write about getting past a rough patch. Write about happy. I'm not that whimsical, but don't say it. Am I this whimsical? Yeah, we'll go with the flow. Your relationship feels like it's running on a half of fuel tank for a while now, but you want to believe that you get through it. Each one is harder than it should be, but you work at it until you're something that might sound like a happy ending to squid. Just trying to make this chorus sound more for an illusion when you hear the front door close. Nat steps into the kitchen and wonder how much she has overheard. Sits down on the corner, pulls you into a brief hug, pressing a kiss on your forehead. Hey, yeah, how's the song going? I think I've got half lyrics down. Nice, sounds like you had a productive afternoon. That smile still makes your heart flood in a way nothing else does. Are we gonna eat your favorite cucumber salad tonight? You laugh, it's just crushed cucumber, garlic, salt, rice, vinegar, and chili oil, but her enthusiasm for the simple dish always makes you smile. Nat grins and your heart warms. You're glad that you made a squeezy in between all the things you needed to do today. You're bringing the salad to Nat's family Thanksgiving potluck tonight, and Nat's planning to make mashed potatoes to go along with it. Yay! You help her with it, deciding to worry about your song later tonight. The two of you stand side by side. You peeling the potatoes while she chops the garlic. The rain she turns toward the sheet music on the table. Do I get a preview of the melody? You know what? Let's share it. We already shared a lot with this. So. Yeah. I mean, you get partially out of habit. Nat has been the first person to hear songs, partially because you're hoping you know something that. When you're done, Nat holds your gaze for a while before speaking. You always been to sound a couple of times of everything, but recently there's been more that you have been able to see each other. Versus more honest than you've been in weeks. You can tell Nat is a little flawed by it. Reminds me of Chekhov's story, Lady with a Lapdog. Ends on a happy scene, except you close the book wondering if anybody will last. This knocks the air out of you. Ned had guessed that you'd be writing about the two of you, then her reply feels almost damning. Two of you move around each other comfortably, trading space with the quiet ease of people who have shared kitchen mixture for years. Then you're back from Thanksgiving dinner at Ned's parents' leftovers packed away for borrow. Palm feels too quiet. You're not coming with me to my parents' place this weekend, are you? Ned Stone suggested she knows you already made up your mind. You shake your head, thinking about the changes that producers are likely to request after tomorrow's meeting. You're not coming to skip over me over Christmas either. I'd say it was fine if I came for a Looney New Year's instead. Then quieter, almost to herself, Ned mumbles. My parents are chill about us. Yours aren't exactly rolling out the red carpet for me. You're very still. This is the first time Ned has ever said that out loud. You know, from the way Ned has said it, she's been carrying it for all. It's true that Ned isn't exactly the sort of person you wished you were dating. But there's not much you can do about it. Two of you stare worlds at each other across the living room and it pass. One leg clear your throat. Up in the kitchen, finishing up the song, you don't need to wait up. Ned nods, you feel her eyes on you as you walk away. 3 hours later, late at 1 AM, the song is workable. You head to a recording studio first thing tomorrow morning. You might be able to put everything together for the meeting. You're just about to down the last cup of tea you made to keep awake when Ned pats in the kitchen. Sorry, did I wake you? Ned shrugs. It's alright, could sleep anyway. You look closer, you realize that the eyes are red ribbed. Oh, what's wrong? It's like I'm standing in the way of a life we actually want. That's not true, you're part of the life. 10 years, do you imagine us together? Ned's eyes are begging to say yes, you say yes. But as second passes, then two of the words remain large in your throat. The truth is, you have no idea what you want your life to look like. What comes out of your mouth ends up being 10 years is a long time. Wow, okay. Oh boy, no. The question was, in 10 years, do you manage us together? And you could at least have the decency to say yes. I mean, I guess the pro tag feels like that. Commitment feels like something, you know. One long conversation later, said there's all to say, and I pulls into a hug. He pressed your face into the soft cotton of your shirt. Better to say, you won't resent me for the things you had to give up, and I won't keep waiting for something more. Back to the present. Ned's still on the other line waiting once again for your answer. I wanted to close. That's right. We'll be happier, but yeah, I mean, you know, finding rent in New York City is not exactly easy. I'm thinking about this so practically, but I have no background of the character anyway, so close by. That's right. We'll be happier, but I need the grief. I'm guessing some part of you knows it's the right decision. But still, let's admit it, you feel something shift inside you, not a relief exactly, but a weight does lift from your chest. Nothing but silence on the other end of the line, not even static. Then the unspoken sound of Ned trying very hard not to cry. You know it from a shaky and uneven breaths. Over the years, you learn to endure a lot of things, but Ned tears had never been one of them. Honest to be happy. If we can't do that, be happy together, then we should do it without each other. Touch your jaw and your tear gaze away from skin. The wind ruffles through your hair and you taste the sea on your lips. Right. Ned stays along as you walk along the beach, but sees neither of you can bring yourself to hang up. You reach the end of the jetty above you, night sky spreads like a blanket, vast and boundless, ocean rises immediate. That settles, I hope you stay friends. Turn the word over to your mind, trying to make it fit around the 4 years of history. 16 seasons together in New York, the winters you couldn't believe about, the holidays that are over too quickly, the summers that you remind you most of your home. Friends, it doesn't fit. Perhaps it never will, but that's offering anyway. This is call me 5 minutes a day because we're not sure I get. You know, the way that the protagonist that we are thinking about it, I feel like we can't do it though. I hope so too. Ooh, that is rough though. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of backstory I'm not getting here, so I mean, I'm getting the backstory, but not a lot of surprised and a little flustered. Didn't know what to say. I didn't want it to be weird. Whatever, flatmate. That makes a soft sound, laughter fades, a couple of quiet, settle linear, almost so tender, fingers pressing gently on the bruise. Good night. It's just a over, but you play it a couple of times, pressing the tenderness of Ned's mountain memory like a flower within the pages of the book. The last 3 pieces of religion are slipping like sand through your fingers. Which is trick, nearly complete a rabbit to handkerchief. What you once had with Ned found differentiate whatever that entails. Whoosh, you know. After hanging up, you lean your elbows on the railing until you're pretty given up. By call, you fall asleep to the sound of the waves and let the echoes of a past life fade into a dream. Next morning, you got the sunlight streaming from the window, sleep muddled. You must have forgotten to close the curtain last night. It's 7:30 a.m. You must still jet lagged. Turn around and try to go back to sleep, but your thoughts keep drifting back to last night's call with Ned. 2 of you are broken up a month ago, but somehow every time we talk to you, it feels like you're losing another piece of your heart. Okay. How long would it take for you to stop mourning the relationship? Take a deep breath, watching as the sun rises above the apartment building opposite. The breakfast. Praise your mother after your disappearance last night. You spent most of the day with your family. Afternoon, you four of you play mahjong. Christmas presents from your extended family stacked in piled in your winner takes all. Nobody's surprised your mother ends up winning by a big margin. As a result, she's in a good mood that she doesn't even complain that much when you're telling her you're eating out with your old junior college friends. When evening rolls around, you meet Judy by the river as promised. She pulls you into a bone-crushing hug, thumping you on the back as though executing the Heimlich maneuver. We're gonna be so excited to see you. It's been years. 2 of you stroll along the river to the restaurant where you're meeting the rest of your classmates. Hey, maybe this is the day you and she are gonna get over the bad blood between you. You know, I actually told her what went down all those years ago, even though you split Johnny kisses a part of it. 9 years ago. In the months leading up to the national examinations at the end of junior college, Chu and you spent most of your waking hours after school studying together. Oh boy, here we go. Amidst the whirlwind of classes, mock exams, college applications, you and Chu fall in even more in love. One afternoon, the 2 of you head to the library after class, but the air conditioning isn't working. Your brother invited some friends over, so your house is out. I guess we go to my place. My mom's out with a friend today. She'll be back late. Okay, Brian, Chu hasn't invited you over in weeks, but because her parents aren't going through a rough patch, she's spending as little time as possible. Oh, okay. Ad break. Ad break. But yeah, so far pretty. I like the extended demos. A lot more backstory going on here. Oh, just check out a few things as the ad runs. Take a break from all the talking a little. Yeah, but hopefully everyone is doing good. Take a little quiet break here from talking. Oh, what the hell? Hello, Keegan One. Thank you for the follow. We're just having a ad break right now. So yeah, we're just waiting for the ad break to run off. Yeah, 20 more seconds. But yes, welcome again. If you're not in the ads, this is a demo called Merry Crisis. It's a visual novel made by a Singaporean, and very interesting dynamics going on here with exes and everything, with our ex and relationships and it's romance in general, I guess. But yeah, the ad is over. Let's continue. You pride and she has invited you over weeks because the parents are going through a lot of passion, spending a little time as possible at home. All you know is Chu's mom had found out about her death. She never wants to talk about it. Sure, I'll come. Can we make dumplings for dinner and get after her? As far as they're concerned, that recipe is only worthwhile thing she ever entered for her mother. I swear it's the only reason why you continue to hang out with me. Among other things, slip your hand into Chu's, fingers lacing together as you head towards the bus stop. Settle down next to Chu at the dining table. The two of you work mostly in companionable silence. Finish up a chemistry assignment. Chu's doing a literature mock paper. 2 hours, your attention slowly begins to water. Chu looks up, narrowing eyes at you. I can feel your gaze from here. She looks up at you, lips curling into a crooked smile. You promise not to be distracting. You're the one being distracting. She chews throat, barber, but I just swallows the gaze throwing thick. I took 5 minutes of my practice test. When you move a little closer, thigh pressing against you, you see a small flicker of desire dance across her. Featured response. Do I, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Army, 5 minutes on it. Army, you know what we gotta do, man. Do I freeze like a deer in the headlights, or do I mean, we already did like I mean, it's pretty interesting if I keep doing the following thing. Just make the small noise, kiss you back hungrily. Oh boy, her hand comes out to grip your jaw, and all the blood pools in your gut. let's I feel like we made a terrible mistake here. Let's see what the novel reaction sounds like. Chu's eyes continue to burn a hole, so jerk closer, holding hand cupping up to a cup the jaw. Your heart skips it, keeps your eyes falling shut. Fuck, that's the same. It's the same. Might as well go full all in, man. Double down. It's a dominance. That's crazy. It's the same thing. because she cups our jaw. Because we froze. Yeah, she leads in. So might as well make the full deal, you know. Judging by horrified expression, you've definitely seen everything. She hastily lets go of you and steps back. She tries to school her reaction into something fairly neutral, but you know her well enough to see the panic in dark eyes. It's a long, terrible silence. A thump of your heartbeat is only a reliable measure of time you have. She doesn't tear her eyes from her mother. The entire conversation seems to be had in your presence, except you have no idea what's being said. Finally, Chu arms around to you. So you're the one Chu has been wasting her time with. Well, time to get out of the house. Before she got mixed up with you, Chu's on the dean list every year. She glanced at you. Now look at us. Shit, prelim grades. Damn, Mrs. Lee, damn. Throwing away the future, everything we sacrificed for. No, I Chu's mother doesn't want to hear it. She shows nothing back. The Mandarin words come at you sharp, fast, like throwing knives. Tiger Bob Garang, I guess so. I mean, especially, you know, after finding out, you know, her husband is cheating, she wouldn't be the most pleasant person to be around, I think, you know, or, you know, the most happy person, you know what I'm saying? In English, Mr. Leno had been hard and interested, but in Mandarin she was forced to be a typhoon, sipping and tempestuous. I think this is love. Chu's mother's sneer is not bothering to hide her contempt for you. She can so much better than you. One day she'll wake up and regret this phase of her life. She spits out the last sentence. You. Trust me, it hurt less if you ended just now. Damn, Mrs. Lee. Just because you got cheated on doesn't mean you gotta end our shit, man. The words wedged like barbs in your heart, sinking deep into the soft flesh, tossing all the way through. Bomber feels a launch of fierce defense. All learners are gonna work, based on observations before. Take a shaky breath. Tell her how Jenny feels about you. I don't think she's the type of person. You already made she already dropped the dean list, so straight for the jugular, indeed. Go straight for the jugular. That's rich. Are you like sure about love? Oh boy. Look, I respect. I think I say this when I respect. Even though the mom is being an ass, I respect the mom. Choose mom a little too much just for that, you know. It's not. She hasn't been that rude, you know. But I feel very bad using. It's a little backhanded, to be honest. a little backhanded. To be honest, I don't think I've had any conflicts, past conflicts yet. So this is the first conflict. So first conflict, I'll give a little benefit of that. You know this woman deserves nothing of. I was gonna say, yeah, you give it anyway for Q, partially, but mostly for yourself. The words well up from deep inside you, forced through your veins, spilling out of your mouth before you can stop them. Never had to use Mandarin for anything other than writing academic essays before, but you try your best to find the right words. For the deep, intangible feeling of peace you feel between your two, for the warmth that you feel to your chest when you first see you walking out of the corner in the morning. I get it. You want what's best for her, but I do too. Finally, you tear your gaze from Chi's mother to look directly at you. Chu's gaze is raw and too tender. It's supposed to speak to Chu's mother, but the words are meant for her. Maybe you're right. Maybe we're not meant for each other, but we're not meant to last. Maybe we're just two teenagers being stupid. But I want to give it a shot. For a moment, it seems neither Chu nor her mother have any answer to this. Wow. Okay. This is. I consider it acceptable grounds of. Acceptable results of a battle, you know. Then Lynn steps. Oh, good. That's enough. Can tell her words have rattled Chu's mother to core. The hollowness in her tone hits you harder than the rage that preceded it. Don't lecture me about what looks like. Oh, okay. Her voice trembles slightly, which is the first sign of weakness from her. I know about mistakes disguised as love. Believe me, I do not wish that on Chu nor on you. She picks your bag up and hands it to you. Go. This is the last I want to see or hear of you. Through it all, Chu says nothing, just stares at you. Dark eyes swirl like this more than anything else is what breaks your heart. You bite down so hard into your lower lip that you taste some blood. Thank you for the hydrate, bro. Well, after that day, thanks for saying what you did. You know she won't change her mind though. I didn't say those things for her, I said them for you. She simply stares at you, warmth and rigor roaring for her eyes. You realize that as long as the specter of Chu's parents' pride and the expectation hang over like a noose, Chu will never be happy. And you'll always be collateral damage. The realization turns into a cold, hard pebble in your gut. You shake your head, staring straight into Chu's eyes. Spend a few wordless minutes, something inside you wilts and turns to ash. Chu catches your voice breaking. Don't make me between you and everything else I can't. Your heart, made brittle by everything that happened yesterday, finally shatters completely. Not the one making this an either or situation. Don't pin this on me. Chu's face is Wan. I gotta Google this. What the hell is Wan? Is waning? Wan. Unnaturally pale as from physical or emotional distress. Interesting. A wan expression, such as indicated awareness, illness. Okay, so that's where waning comes from. Okay, that's interesting. Making the dark circles more obvious. Has she gotten any sleep last night? We'll just not hang out in my house. I thought my parents are studying outside alone. Nothing has to change. An easy fix. As long as you stay with the clean lights of Chu's boundary and never ask for war, she will pretend the problem doesn't exist. Oh, have some self-respect, my guy. Oh my god, we already. I mean, at this point, this is just a flashback, so we already know that we're not on good terms with her. I don't know how you're gonna string along some parts of it, then rather the whole of it though. Uh, hold on. Let's let's a little be a little rude. Fury that's causing three ways makes you want to lash out and set everything aflame. It was a blow that you know to put an end to any semblance of chance you ever had of winning Choose Mother over. Probably never chance anyway, but this point you no longer. That's rich looking about love. You meet her gaze coldly with intuition. Watch you know she knows exactly what you're alluding to. You the harsh intake of breath to see the clenching of a jaw. The surprise, betrayal, and eventual disappointment with fierce things, but you grit your teeth and stand your ground. But she's about to let a bitter laugh and be setting you down. Believe me, I know mistakes like this. Those are the worst kind. She picks up her background. That was very is what breaks her heart. That was very okay. That was very anticlimactic, I guess. Very interesting. Not me, not you. So that's a bit of ice beat yours. No lecture me. Okay, so I don't know. This one feels a lot more genuine, I guess. The other two are a little more reactive. Because Mrs. Lin did feel a bit of our words in her heart. So, and you know, we did kind of win her over with the heartfelt feelings being confessed to her mom in conversation instead of her. But yeah. Do I have? If so, technically, if we already broke up with her, right? How, if I choose, I have something. What does that even entail? Like spending time with her, I guess, throughout our junior college years. Clean break, clean break sounds good. Yes, no, no, yes, 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 no. It's better I think the soft, foolish part of you still wants you, for as long as possible. Next few days, 4 50 weeks. Nothing is the same. Places a heady, giddy feeling of falling that is a growing, annoying, uneasy sunshine that eventually the shoe will drop. Suit you in class every day, and two of you still spend the time after school, but you no longer dream about the future that you might have with you. So you pour over all your energy to studying just to feel your hole in your heart that you are just occupied. Soon classes come to an end, you take your exams and leave the rest up to fate. In the end, you get a full scholarship to NYU, and you has the best law program in the country. As a genre, accept or decline to offer draw. I forgot she's a lawyer. Damn. Okay. You recognize over the decision, even though it's pretty much over between you. A part of you still has the thought live with you behind for good. Day 4 deadlines to send in your reply to end when you choose to the true with the bouquet of flowers. The card in the bouquet reads, "Congratulations." Not sure why, but it feels like can finally kick through that, even though you're sure she went well. You know that you're breaking the goods, but you clung on to a small sliver of hope that she might ask you to stay. Long silence stretches between two of you. Said this person would never be yours, and perhaps never been. Why do you give me up so easily every time? Oh, the third one is definitely not what I want to say, bro. Definitely not what I want to say. Second one seems like pinning the blame on her, which is not what I wanted to do. If I want the best for her, she also would want the best for herself. So I have nothing to say, actually. Yeah. Would you prefer it if I begged you to stay? I don't know, but that's not better because I know you would. She does not refute. There's a silent stretches between you. See all pride and all the pain etched into every crevice of her face. I can't ask that of you. Shrug. Wait, what? No, you won't. Uh, instead of you. Well, you're glad you ain't got blurring at edges of it. You pluck the card out of the only the battery it's gonna blow up. She said you're browsing. Yeah, it's probably that's what I expected. I don't know if there's a better because I know you would. She's not afraid of science fiction to you. It's all the pride, all the pain. I still sing a Christmas of it. I can't ask that of you. That of you. Shrug. Could, but you won't. His particular edge at his eyes stiffly. Thank you for the flowers. When she leaves, you accept the offer. And that's the last you see of her. Damn, son. 26 December. You and Junior have both stopped walking. Junior listened to twice already been interrupting, but now she rests her hand on your shoulder, squeezes. Damn, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. You told me something, but I realized it was so bad. Junior put you to her, but let yourself relax into a brace. You do feel a little lighter that now that you told Junior about what had happened. Could it be okay later if Chu shows up? Junior took us down the way you come. Because you would like to bail. I know the best bomb we place down that way. You way ahead, Judy. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Rosora is all sleek black and white lines and dark mahogany. Who has a meetup? This is a very fancy meetup for like you know, junior college friends, I guess. Hold up, let me just check on something right here before we continue. But yeah, I like the backstory. I like the fleshing out of the backstory right now compared to the first demo. The first demo didn't really have much backstory on the protagonist, but now we get to see what kind of pains they have, and yeah, it's very very well written, I guess, but also it's it's yeah yeah okay, all right. Space Thrones with Christmas Eve energy. Thank you. Christmas Eve. Wait, 26th December. It's 26, right? It's not 25th. Right? Right, guys? Pink glasses, personal letter, murmur of low conversation. You scan the sleek interior until you spot familiar faces at the corner booth. Tech, your classmate and Judy's boyfriend, gives you a both enthusiastic wave and dashes over, pulling you and Judy into a bear hug. Heading towards the table of two of them with door swings open again. Something instinct, perhaps, or maybe just bad time makes you tend to look. Chew stands silhouetted in the doorway, the smile on his face freezes in place. Time slows, Chew's meet yours, and all the air wishes out of your lung. The dark gaze is exactly how you remember it, turbulent, depthless, and frustratingly unreadable. You let your eyes trace the hard, angular structure of her cheekbones and jaw down through her tailored shirt and pants. Law speaks subtly of success and power and prestige, all things she was paradise, but always wish for, no, expect of her. Yeah, she's a public prosecutor now, and she certainly looks like the sort of person you wouldn't want to go up against in court. And yet, in subtle softening of her eyes, she holds her gaze. You see traces of Chew you once knew. There's a hollow ache in your chest. Slowly, Chew lifts the chin and her lips curl into a wry, almost cryptic smile. So I didn't think I'd never see you again. Me too, cool. I say cool is it about? Conversation I visit you, I admit. You know what? You know what I mean? You stay at Chew, the first person to fall in love and the first person to break up. In the end, you will spill out before you can stop them. I missed it. You know, this seems to floor the both of you. Chew blinks a couple of them in the soft, shuddering breath. You know that meeting Chew again would send all this memories rushing back. It holds a stronger hold on you than expected. Face softened to a smile that makes your stomach flip. I miss it too. You let out a soft sigh even after everything that happened. It seems Chew still has the same ability to scrap at your logical thinking brain. She pushes a strand of hair out of her eyes. You recognize the thing she does it when she's nervous or uncertain. there be a time when you find it possibly endearing. So chatting a while, Chu slides to the table where your classmate is seated, watching two of you with undisguised curiosity. Just tilts a chin back to the exit. To the back, said, "Can we talk outside for a bit?" Fraud, why can't you say it here? I took most of the line. I mean, I'm a funny guy, man. Everybody competitive, so rich for human coping myself. Sounds like a sound of every mother. What was it? Chill out, shaking your head. Promise, I don't plan on killing you. So, no promises that you won't do it accidentally. Chew cracked a smile at this. Okay, I promise I won't do it accidentally either. You wave a hand in front of you, trying to hide your heart rate's getting cooking. Alright, there, lead the way. You follow Chew at the back door, sorry, the alley, door swing shut behind you, shutting up the noise. The alley is almost empty, save for several loaded pages packing the ground for invisible food scraps. A crescent moon hangs over like a silver cobalt between the rooftops of shop houses. The back doors are flanked by a motley arrangement of dented garbage bins, air conditioning capacity units, and plastic chairs well walled for countless smoke breaks. For a while, the two of you stare each other down without speaking. Once, almost 10,000 miles to sea has stood between you and the past that you had fought so hard to leave behind. Now Chu standing so close you can smell the familiar scent of her soap. True to character, she hasn't changed it after all these years. You step back, trying to render her proximity less overpowering. You don't want to remind her of sweeter times, simple times when touching Chu, loving Chu, happy and natural as breathing. Okay, we're outside. What do you want to say? Chu takes a deep breath, something shifts in her expression. Whatever remained of her high exterior crumbles to dust in front of you. I want to apologize for the way things ended. Your heart drops to the pit of your stomach. As if always been in my life, I was 18, stupid, and she keeps going, was coming out rough and unpracticed. I thought I could do what my parents wanted. I achieved everything on the list, ticked off one by one. Didn't make me feel anything. She sucks in the breath and then chokes out the words. Thought I could come back for things that actually made me happy afterward. But by then you were gone. Think of the afternoon in Chu's house, everything that Chu's mother had said, and everything Chu had not. Think of the flowers and the question that Chu had been unable to ask. You look at Chu for a long moment without saying anything, palms sweating in the human eye. Never start wondering if things might have turned out differently or I said something then. I asked you to stay all these years ago. Damn, okay, don't get angry, son. What the hell? We live with it, damn. I'm assuming the first one is somebody tell you all this now. She's making you feel things you're not sure want to feel. You wear hair that tailored suit, the carefully styled hair, the cumulative evidence of how much your life has diverged. Squeeze eyes shut, feeling the old wound split open, your voice rawer than you expected. Fight for every goddamn thing in your life. You never fought for me. So let me. Damn! Okay, there we go. Chu looks down and back up you. You really told me you'd be here today. I knew I had to try and talk to you this time at least. You sigh. So many things have not changed. Her 10 keys, the determined set of her drawer. The way she still makes you feel like you're the only person in the world. And yet there's so many other things that will never be the same. Years that you're lost, you never get back. I'm not asking you to turn back the clock. Just lunch this week. That's all it has to be. Right here, there's no point going to lunch. What harm can you do? What harm can we do? Me? Exactly what you dreamed of once. This happened years ago. You would have said yes in a heartbeat. Now you worry. But even against your better judgment, you find yourself nodding before your logical mind has time to test. Chu's entire face lights up, pulls the out of you with that smile. The hairs on your arms sprinkle with the warmth and plus the blooms in your chest in response. Pigeons continue packing in the ground. The moon hasn't moved an inch, but inside of you something shifts. Back at home. That night when you returned home, you realized that everyone's been asking the same question. Are you staying this time? Chu had asked it first before you left your dog, then nearly a decade later. Nat on a hot afternoon at the beach, then on a snowy street in New York. For years you've been living the space between cities, between the past that you can't forget and the future you just cannot reach. Tomorrow you wake up in your childhood bed with 4 days left to school by for New Year. As you walk from the car park to your apartment, you wonder what it would take to finally arrive and answer that question. Reach the end of the day with thanks for playing, yay! My son tries to play through his TCs with a full game. Catch up with you over lunch. And follow up a conversation with your mother about what she's in the kitchen. And make more scenes. She tries to monologue them. Other scenes in play on the playthrough. Conference night to come to Singapore. Attend Shane's performance and we will stay the night. Full game races in winter 2026. Hey man, that was pretty good. I like the extended demo. The extended demo gives a lot more backstory to what is happening. So yeah, I mean, you know what? Props to the developer. You know, let me just put the page. If you guys like to explore, want to explore, you know, more choices, go check out the demo. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's evening here, 5:30. I think I need to do some stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everyone dropping by. Baby Meow. Thank you for the follow. What was that? Follow Keegan's one. Yeah, Keegan's one. That's how you pronounce it, I guess. Let me know if it's wrong, but yes, we'll go raid somebody. Let me just stop YouTube. Bye bye, YouTube.